Turn that fucking music down. There we go. Hell of a bounce off the POC. Hell of a bounce. And then stalled at overnight Vioria high. Look how fucking clean that is. That's crazy. Incredibly clean. Anyway, let's see if we can get anything. We've got 10 AM news, so I mean, I'm not going to take anything until 10, so we've got 12, 13 minutes to chill out. How have your boys' weeks been? We've actually not had that active of a week this week. What have we had this week? We had 2 trading days out of 4 so far, and then we've got today as well. But we had a break-even day, and then a big winning day, and then 2 no-trade days. So, likelihood is we get something today, I would say. Since, I think a two trading day week is probably pretty low likelihood with this strategy. I wonder if anyone took a long from the P. I mean, I saw that Mr. Discwiz in my Discord. He caught a long from the previous day's point of control on NQ, not ES, and caught like 40 points on NQ, but didn't catch the rest of the run. But crazy. Good morning, Jeff. But yeah, really, really insane. Like, tell me value area levels don't work. Look at that. Bang, bang. Like, it literally ran in a straight line from one end of value to the other. From fair value of yesterday's auction to the upper portion of the overnight auction. I've also, I put this in the school group, I've made a slight adjustment, just trialing something out from some research that I did. I do think that it's beneficial, otherwise I obviously wouldn't be doing it, but my previous day profile, I'm now extending it from 9:30 to 4:14 p.m. So basically to include the entire cash session rather than ending it at 3:59, which is 4 p.m. I looked into it a little bit, and it actually might be beneficial and more accurate to have it. But like yesterday, there was significant enough of a difference to definitely make an argument that the that the 4:14 levels were more accurate. And apparently, dragging it to 4:14 will put it more in line with order flow platforms like Bookmap, Motivewave, Jigsaw, all them sorts of platforms, which is obviously we want to be as close to those levels as possible, which isn't entirely possible since TradingView calculates its volume profile a completely different way to how those platforms do, but we can get pretty close enough for it to be like for it to work, you know. I've also got Delta on my TradeAway chart on the left. So I'll keep my eye on Delta today. Actually, interestingly enough, we have a Delta divergence at these highs right now. Delta is not agreeing with these highs, so potential fade back into value. We'll see. Oh, never mind. Delta just broke, so it did break the high. It wasn't like a complete Delta divergence, just not ideal, really. You want to see them break around about the same time. Or Delta first is the best. But since it eventually made the high, or broke the high, it's not too bad. Overnight value area high looks like it's ever so slightly off there. There we go. That's better. I'll throw my developing profile on here in just a minute. Once we get closer to 10 a.m. We have, like I say, we have some big red folder news at 10 a.m. this morning, so not going to be trying anything until 10. There isn't really anything for me to try anyway. There's not many stacked levels here. The overnight value area low and previous day value area high are the only ones that are relatively close, but they're really not close enough for me to trade off of them. They're like, what? Almost 3 points away from each other, so yeah. Let's do a poll, actually, while we wait. Let's do a poll on where everyone is for the week. Trying to get into the habit of doing these polls a bit more. Yeah, I mean, I'm up 2R this week so far, so I'm not really. I mean, I physically can't go red on the week, because like my max loss on a day would be $200, and I've made more than that this week so far, so I physically can't go red on the week. Good morning, Professor Mac. Good morning, sir. Professor Mac, one thing I'll just repeat again to you, because I know you're not. I'm pretty sure you're not in Cammy's school group. Is I've adjusted my volume profile for the regular trading hours session, the previous regular trading hours session, slightly. Before I was doing it from 9:30 to 3:59, and now I've pushed it 15 minutes later just to include the full cash session. So Cammy taught to do it to 3:59, so because obviously the 3:59 candle actually ends right at 4 p.m. So you're including like 9:30 to 4 basically, all that volume. I can't actually remember the exact reason he says to do that. I think it might be something to do with there's like a volume drop off after that, and that might skew your data. But I looked into it just because I was curious, and apparently extending it from 9:30 and pushing it all the way to the end of the actual cash session, which is 4:14 on TradingView, that puts your levels slightly more in line with professional order flow platforms like MotiveWave, Bookmap, all that sort of stuff. So I'm trialing this out. By no means I'm saying that I am doing it, but I'm just going to point it out, because if people are curious why my levels might be slightly different to theirs if they're doing it until 3:59, that's why. But yeah, that previous day's point of control was a thing of beauty. And like I said before, today that changed from 3:59 to 4:14 made very little difference. I think the value area high, my value area high is like slightly, ever so slightly higher than a 3:59 would be. Let's see. Yeah, you can see point of control value area low basically the same. Value area high is just a tad higher. So really, like no difference really at all today with my levels compared to the other ones. Like I say, you're only including an extra 15 minutes of data at the end of the day, so it's not going to make that much of a difference. But some days it does. Like some days it can completely shift the POC to like another end of the profile if we get like a big volume spike at the close. And that volume data is important. I cut my charts off at 359. I'll try 415 next week. Yeah, I mean, if you're open to trying it, you can try it. But like I say, don't do it just because I'm doing it. I could be making my levels more inaccurate. There is like absolutely nothing to say that I'm doing. That is another thing I'll point out is that I saw in my what I found in my research was that neither. So whether you're dragging it to 359 or 414. And yeah, make sure it's 414 Professor Mac, not 415. If you want the exact time. I'm pretty sure you knew that. It's just because obviously 414, the 414 candle ends at 415, which is when the cash session properly closes. But yeah, that was another thing that I found in my research when I was looking into that was neither is inherently wrong. They're both perfectly acceptable ways to do it. So you won't be shooting yourself in the foot really by doing it. It's just each one is better at a different thing. One is like the official, I think 4 p.m. is like the official close, but 4:15 is like the actual close, something like that. And apparently 4:14 is better for the actual value levels themselves, which is that's all I'm using this profile for. I don't care about these nodes. I literally just care about the value levels. So yeah. News in a minute and a half. Wow, we fucking waffled our way to 10 a.m. Like that on extend right. But yeah, like I said, Cammy in the school group tells people to do it to 359, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. It works perfectly fine. The main thing is that you stay consistent with one. You don't jump back and forth. Like now that I've swapped to 414, I'll probably stay on 414 for a while. So yeah, if you're like jumping back and forth every day because like you might think some levels look better or something, I guess, then that would mess you up. The more important thing is to just pick either of those times and stick to it. Mr. Wiz, Mr. Dom P. Hell of a long from previous day's point of control, Mr. Dom P. Hell of a long. Beautiful. You can see that I know you traded ES, or I know you traded NQ. You can see on my chart that ES, I don't know how much cleaner it could have been on NQ, but yeah, ES looks fucking gorgeous from that POC. If I get one, that one I will more than likely leave a runner on. And that's just, I'm not recommending that. That's just, obviously you don't do one-to-one trades. At least not that I'm aware of. But it just helps my one-to-one-ness. Because if I try and hold a runner on, like, the first trade, and then the runner gets stopped at, like, break-even, I then can still go negative on the day, actually, if I take another... If I take a trade... If I take the first trade, take some off, hold a runner, the runner gets stopped at break-even, and then take another trade and take a full loss, I'll have taken 2 trades and be red on the day. Even though one won and one lost. So, yeah, that's my reasoning for doing it. The basic principle is push my green days, and stop the bleeding of the red days, I guess, is the phrase you could use. That 10 a.m. news really didn't do shit. Ooh, do I like this long from overnight value area high, actually? God, I wasn't ready for a trade entry that soon. Oh, I'm not sure. Let's think about this. Because it's looking more like, more of an even distribution at first, but we've broken so far away from it that it doesn't really matter. We also have value area high of the current session. I think I'll throw an order in there. 5.25. It's one thing I'm still not really used to is just how many setups I get with this strategy. Like, my window starts at 10 and I'm like, it's now 10 and I can immediately see where a trade might form. If POC shifts higher, oh, I don't know. Low-key might actually prefer that, because then this becomes more of just a normal node and then POC is here. Looks like we're just running off though, so I will keep my trade entry there. I physically can't chase this. If this just wants to run up today, then we're gonna have a very short stream, because there won't be much to talk about if we explore away from the value levels. Honestly, I would kind of prefer that as well, because I want to record a video. I want to record a video today. So the sooner I can do that, the better, really, because then I can. Actually, to be fair, I'm gonna go to the gym at some point today, but it doesn't really matter when I go. Why is this telling me that I've got an open P&L? I'm not in the trade. Fucking stupid tool. Oh, I just realised the music stopped. My bad. How long's that? That must have been stopped for a while. There you go. I literally just realised. That's the only downside to me not having my headphones in, is I have to actually see that it stopped. How many weeks do I have until I stop trading for Christmas? Next week and the week after? Maybe like Wednesday, maybe next week, and then like the week after that until when? 1 week, 2 weeks off, back on the 5th of Jan. I like that. I like that idea. I always hate the fucking Christmas break. What's a trader to do when he can't trade? Don't say backtest. If you say backtest, you'll be booted from the stream. Let's end that poll. It's been up for like a while. I think most people are green by the looks of it. Yeah, 80% people green, 20%. There's one person that voted who was red out of 5. Thoughts and prayers with that person. I'm here for you. Whoever you are. Yeah, maybe we just won't have anything to do today, by the looks of it. Price is just, how far off are we in relation to like all-time highs and shit? No, we just popped up above, is that the November high? What, we're like 10 points away from the November high. The Santa rally is coming. Where's all-time highs? There. 50 points from all-time highs on ES. Morning, Andre. Morning, 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 boys. Happy Friday, happy Friday. What's everyone got planned for the weekend? What am I doing this weekend? What am I doing this weekend? I'm such a, like, I don't know if you can, if it comes across on stream, but I'm I am such a fucking boring person. Like, I just don't do a whole lot. I know that's ironic for me to say, considering, like, I spent 8 months of, like, the last 12 abroad. So, like, traveling the world and such. But yeah, when I'm home, I'm just so, like, so take it slow. Just fucking in a routine. Like, I love a good routine. I think I will get me a Lucid account. Hell yeah. I understand they have Delta included. I don't have it with funding ticks. Yeah. I mean, I got the order flow plus stuff with my Lucid account, which is exactly how I'm getting Delta right now. So they sure do. I don't even need to tell you what code to use, Andre. You know what code to use. I wonder if we're going to get a POC, or not wonder AF, I wonder where we're going to get a POC shift to. Are you happy with Delta? Yeah. I don't define what you mean by happy. I'm enjoying using it. Definitely feels like it helps. Yeah, I mean, every instance that I've used it, I feel like it's benefited me so far, but like I've only been using it for like a week, so take that with a metric ton of salt. I don't doubt that it could talk me out of a trade that would have been a winning trade, so. But yeah, I would say that I find it helpful. I would say so. I would say that it probably, like, from this week, I know it's like I said, it's not a whole lot of data to go off, but I feel like it would benefit me. It would give me more confidence to get into more winning trades. Used indicator in the volume space. A lot of people love Delta, so there must be a reason, right? There must be a reason. If we do just keep pumping higher, then this is going to be a short stream. Because there's only so much waffling I can do. I've only had one coffee today and I had it about 2 hours ago, so. Oh, it's fucking raining outside. Fucking UK. Actually, I should shut up and complain. I should not complain about the UK. When I found out that yesterday there's Mr. Coop, who's in... Where is he? Minnesota? Where it's minus 21 degrees Celsius, which is just, like, fucked. That's just absolutely insane. I could not imagine... I could not even imagine... Like, I've never been in a place that cold. How cold's, like, Iceland? Let's Google that. Weather in Iceland. 2 degrees in Iceland. What about like Greenland? -1. Why is it so cold in Minnesota? Is that where he is, or is it Minneapolis? -6, -17. Jesus Christ. What's like one of the coldest places in America, if there's like Americans here? What's like is Minnesota like one of the more notoriously cold places? Like it gets, how cold does it get? Like, doesn't get that cold anywhere in the UK. Obviously there's parts of America that are way more northern. In like Alaska is really northern in America, right? Yeah, same sort of weather as Minnesota, a little bit colder maybe. How cold is it in like the fucking Antarctica? Like, what's the actual like degrees in Antarctica? The Arctic Peninsula to a minus 30. Shit. That's minus 22 Fahrenheit for you Americans. They range from, sometimes it's colder here in the UK than it is in Antarctica. That's crazy. It ranges from 4.4 degrees Celsius, which is 40 degrees Fahrenheit, to minus 22 Fahrenheit, or minus 30 Celsius. That's fucked. Yeah, no thanks. Shan't be going there anytime soon. Minus 20 Fahrenheit in... Jesus. In Tennessee. I figured Tennessee was like one of the warmer places in America. America seems like it's more... Like you have much more highs and much lower lows. Or much higher highs and much lower lows as regards to like weather. Like the UK is just kind of... Like we probably have a range of what? Like 20... Oh god, let's have Google actually. Weather range in the UK year round. Like 30s, but gets into like the low 30s, maybe a couple days a year. Huh? Oh, okay, yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, variable, rarely extreme in the UK. Our summers average around 9 to 18 degrees Celsius, which is 48 to 64 Fahrenheit. That's our summers. And then winters, 2 degrees Celsius to 7 degrees Celsius, which is like 36 to 45 Fahrenheit. Climate change has made highs and lows a lot more volatile. Like a crazy NQ day. What's like the warmest state in America? I know that like, I don't know if it's a state or not. Is it a state? Is Arizona a state? I feel like it is. I know that Arizona is like really hot, right? What's like, I wonder what the hottest state is. And like, I mean, California must be fucking damn hot because like the forest fires and stuff. Hottest state in the USA. Florida. Yeah, that makes sense. Louisiana and Texas. Arizona's up there, thought it would be. South Cal. Oh no, South Carolina, not California. Yeah, I've been to Florida. I went to Florida, yes, Arizona is. Gets damn hot in the desert in the southwest. Yeah, I can imagine. My typing this morning. Yeah, I went to Florida. God, how long ago did I go to Florida? Years and years ago. Like I was a kid. I'm still a kid, but I was even more of a kid. I didn't have a beard. God, how old was I when I went to America? I must have been like 8 years old. So what, like 14, 15 years ago? We went to New York and then we went down to Florida. To what's that theme park? Universal. That Universal theme park has like one of the fucking most, like the coolest Harry Potter thingies, theme things there, which was very infuriating that you fucking Americans get that. We're just stuck in Britain with our twiddling our thumbs. There's like maybe 2 or 3 big theme parks in the UK. You got Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Thorpe Park, which is down south, and then Alton Towers, which is like pretty close to me, to be fair. Alton Towers is the one that I go to if I go to a theme park. Alton Towers is also the notoriously dangerous one, since one of its rides severed a lot of people's legs in an accident. I think if POC shifts, I might not, might cancel my order just because we'll see. See how it looks. I feel like we're going to get a POC shift soon, just because we can see all this volume building up here, and it's getting there, but it needs to get like out here for it to shift the POC. Ugh. Do you know what I started watching on Netflix again last night? So, but I'm rewatching it from the beginning, just so I like make sure I'm fully caught up and like remember all the stuff. Anyone else having extreme issues, or is my internet? Ah, fuck. It could be my internet. My internet, I did notice before I started streaming, it was having a bit of a tantrum. So it could be mine. Let me just test my internet on my phone real quick. Is anyone else having stream issues, or is it just Mr. Wiz? Missing some of your community. Ah, fuck, okay. Yeah, it might be me. Let me try this. Yeah, it's definitely me. It is definitely me, Mr. Wiz. Wi-Fi is having a stinker today, from the looks of it. It's booted me off my... I should be hardwired into my Wi-Fi, that's weird. Yeah, it should be hardwired in, but it's not for some reason. Let me check my settings. Wi-Fi. Oh no, I don't need this. I need... It's all changed since it updated. Don't know how I tell on the new update. I was number 3 on the end of it. Oh, on your YouTube Wrapped. Whatever it's called. I'm dedicated. Hell yeah. I wonder, because you get told like what percentage you were of my viewers or whatever. I wonder like how many people like if people got told that they were like some sort of percentage of like my viewers. That'd be funny. Like, I got told for one channel that I watch, and my fucking... Oh, no, it's not glitched. I got told for one channel that I watched that I was in, like, the top 0.3% of that channel's viewers. Yeah, considering I don't upload many videos at the minute, Dompy, and I'm just streaming, mostly, shows how dedicated you are for me to make it to the top 3. That's awesome. I've got, like, sleep in my eye. There we go, got it. Is NQ doing anything interesting? It's just going up, if not more than fucking... You know what I want to do? I want to see where this POC was on NQ. I need Thursday... 9:30. I fucking can't get it because I'm not zoomed in enough. 9:30 to... 4:14. That's definitely on extend right, yeah. And then bang. Let's put all the levels on here, why not? Don't know if them weekly levels are valid. I would assume that they're not, so I'm probably going to delete them. Just because, fuck them. Oh yeah, it was even cleaner on ES, Wiz. At least for the way that I kept POC. What was your POC on NQ? Mine here was 598.25. So yeah, it overshot it a little bit on NQ. Still, like, obviously really good, but ES was even cleaner. Wonder if ending it at 3:59 would have been any more accurate. Nah, basically the same. POC was the same. Yeah. That's probably a pretty good strategy. Look at your investments when it's just running away. My eyes told you a hit? Okay, yeah. Big old shift there. I'm going to cancel this order now. Just because we're like nowhere near price at the minute. So if it does start dropping, I'll reassess when it gets a bit closer. But POC looks like it should shift pretty soon. So we might get something interesting here for the next like hour of the session. Let me delete that tool off as well, just because not needed. Here comes a drop of some sort. POC never shifted, so. That rain outside just sounds horrid. Really slow day today. It feels like it, I mean, obviously it's moved a shitload, but it feels like it's just moving so slow. That is ES though. ES does just put you to sleep compared to NQ. Do you know something really shitty about living in the UK is that you have, so like on our bottles, we have it, it's like attached, like on every bottle, it's attached like that, which is just a fucking pain in the arse. Like it's just so annoying. I'm pretty sure in America you don't have that. It's meant to like stop bottle lids getting not recycled or whatever. Surely POC shifts like relatively soon, like in the next 5-10 minutes if we stay in this range. Training legs. There we go, there's the POC shift. Now we'll see if it holds that POC, that newly found POC, or if it rejects it. If we're still up here by like 10:45ish, I'll probably just call it a day because there's no point me sitting here while we're like just way beyond the value levels. Obviously we're only 20 points away, but like this is a clear, just fucking pump it Friday. At least right now. And I have no intention of trading anything that's like a day like this where we're so overextended from the value levels from previous sessions, because that's not my model. I wonder if this might be one of those instances where it's like consolidation causes POC to shift. Shifted POC then causes like further consolidation. It's always like what came first, the chicken or the egg in those sorts of scenarios. What came first, the consolidation or the POC? I guess it's a little bit easier to answer in this scenario. Price consolidation causes POC to shift, and then once the POC is shifted, that can cause further consolidation. God, it's fucking windy as well. Are we like due a storm or something? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can literally just hear stuff like rattling around outside and rain just pouring. We talk way too much about weather on these streams. So what happens when there's nothing to trade for me? I just ended up talking about the fucking weather. I'm so British. Hell yeah, Professor Mac. Hell yeah. Now you've got access to the order flow plus thing with TradeAvate too, right? If you, I'm assuming you bought a TradeAvate prop account. Very excited to see how Lucid goes into 2026, because they're off to a very solid start. Trying to log into TradeAvate now, yeah, nice. One thing I will say, because I mean I have the desktop thing of TradeAvate downloaded. For some reason, I don't know if it's just me, but the desktop app for TradeAvate just seems to be so much more glitchy, and for some reason it wouldn't remember my login details, and the web browser version remembers, or at least it remembers my login details, which makes that a bit easier. I don't have to fucking copy and paste it from the Lucid dashboard every time I want to trade. What I want to do, I want to look at... Oh, you just go. The fuck? I just lost, like... Oh, okay, that was weird. Come back. Oh, there we go. Just lost, like, all my screens. That was terrifying. I want to look at this stock just for a second. This is a stock that my friend's invested in. I'm just curious if it... Wait, no, it's not that. What's it called? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Such a fucking volatile stock. It's funny. He is by no means a stock analyst, by the way. It's just my friend who is who trades, or not trades, he invests in stocks from time to time, just for like fun, really, if anything. I'm very curious to see what the look. I'm gonna open my blind. This might fuck the lighting of the camera up, but shouldn't. It's too bad since it's dark. Oh, my neighbours have horses and they're like running around. Poor guys just want shelter. What a rainy day. Hell yeah, Professor Mac. Yeah, I didn't realize how good of a deal that was until you pointed it out in stream the other day. That the Order Flow Plus thing with TraderBait costs like what was it, $49, $59 a month? Crazy. That's like most the cost of the account with Lucid. So yeah, massive bonus. I'm gonna do a video on Lucid like next week or something. I'm gonna record one today that's more trading. I'm basically just gonna do it's gonna be like the volume profile explained, like a sort of beginner introduction to what the volume profile is and how it works, kind of thing. And then next week I'll do a video on Lucid. Say that I've used the market replay on there, but it is cool that it's included. We're getting delta breaking here to the downside. Not very aggressively though. But it has broken. I really need to shave. I need to shave and I need a haircut, but my barber is actually in Thailand right now. Might fly over and get a trim. I'm kind of thinking of calling it a day here just because this is absolutely boring. I will still be watching it just because like my window won't shut yet for another 30 minutes, or 45 minutes actually. But yeah, this is just boring me. I don't really have much to talk about. So I think I shall, unless you boys have any questions, I'll wait a minute to see if anyone has any talking points, but if not, then I will finish up for the day and the week. Didn't end up being an overly active week, but not an inactive week by any means. We had 2 days where we were taking trades, 1 break-even day and 1 big winning day where we took 2 winners. Of course I say that now price breaks. Oh, I really like that long now from the low, actually. Oh, okay, let me... Even the fact that we broke from POC, I still kind of like this long. How many points off are we? 10 points. What's Delta? Delta was aggressively to the downside, so maybe actually I probably should leave this. As far as volume profile go, this does look clean. The only concerning thing is that we found POC here and then we failed at it, which is actually a bearish signal. Delta also looks pretty bearish, so maybe I will give this a miss actually. I'm gonna keep my. I'm not gonna enter, but I'm not gonna set a limit order, but I am just gonna watch. I want to see what the Delta's doing, and I want to see if we even get down there first, really too. So a streamer's gonna be. Oh, of course. Now we shoot back up. Fucking. Of course. I'll stay for another 14 minutes. We'll push it till 11. Or if it just starts consolidating again, then I will end it early. Or you know what? I'll give it till. Okay, let's push back up into that POC area. Yeah, okay, let's come back up into the area. I'm going to call it a day. I'm going to finish up, boys. So I appreciate you for hanging out with me for another boring day. We've had a couple of these this week, but hopefully next week we get a little more action. But yeah, I mean, by no means a bad week. We finished the week positive. And that is all we can ask, really. First week back on the funded accounts. Not taking a loss. Taken 3 trades. 3 trades, 1 break even, 2 wins. So, yeah. I will leave it there, boys, and I will catch you on Monday, bright and early, 9:45 a.m. New York time. Have a good weekend.